that. Who are you? That is the question. Who are you? You are the person that has been programmed by your surroundings. That is not the real you.
Yes.
You have been taught to be a certain individual, but that's not the real you. You have no idea on how powerful you are and how much you really have within you. That has all been stolen from you by the society. You are not asked to use those resources.
Yes.
Nobody has given you the tools to be who you really are. You have to understand that we are the only species on this planet that can self-regulate. You have so much power within you that you have absolutely no idea that you're not utilizing. Because you've been told, I am this, I have this limitation, I have that limitation, and so forth. You're being subdued. You're not really finding who you really are. It is so important to understand that you are a radiant being of light. The churches do tell you you're made in the image of the Lord. But then at the same time, they don't give you the tools for that. Okay? They tell you that you're made in the image of the Lord, but then you're a sinner. And so then you pull yourself back and you say, well, I'm a sinner, so I better not create. You have no idea. You were projected from the heart of the Creator. That is how you came to be. We like to think about that in a type of thinking is what we call Vesica Pisces. This is Vesica Pisces. Two circles circulating around, and then in the middle. So you have Mother God, you have Father God, you have Son or Daughter is the center. I printed this out so that you would see that this is the exact center of the circle. So you are a combination. According to Vesica Pisces, you are a combination of your Mother God and your Father God. Now, in this planet, at this particular time, we have had more of the male father image instilled within us. But we need to balance. Once you start balancing, you will get more power. We have to find our power. We have to find who we really are. We have to find that we are a radiant son of the divine. Or daughter. Do you understand? And it has been misconstrued. All of these things were always there. You are a radiant son. And once you start looking within, and it's not outside. None of your beauties are outside. What has happened is that you have chosen to project outside of yourself rather than inside of yourself. And this is where we have started creating things like robots, etc. we need to go inside of ourselves. We're using too much of the brain, because what we have told you over and over again, that the divine energy resides in your heart center. Divine energy resides in your heart center. Now, and with science, is now looking at that the brain and the heart are supposed to be one organ. Are you aware of that? The brain and the heart is supposed to be one organ, to work simultaneously. The heart has more vibration than the brain, and they're supposed to work together. Isn't that an interesting thing? And yet our heart has been stolen with fear. It has been subdued. And so the synapses in your brain do not fire together with the heart. Once they fire together with the heart, they come all together. And that is where your power is. That's why when you have an emotion and you go towards that emotional goal, you will achieve what you've put your mind to it, because it requires your heart. But intellectually speaking, when we're thinking only, it fires here, 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 here. They're all over. But once you put your heart into it, it fires all together all at once. This is the kind of energy that you can have. This is a kind of person that you are. And this is what people who want to control you don't want you to know. Because once you can create, once you can become the individual that God had sent down here, when you first came, before all of these energies were removed from your being, you cannot be contained. You will have what you want. You will be the magnificent individual that is within you, that is latent within you. And that fire is sitting inside. We call it Kundalini fire, but that fire is sitting within you, and it is available to everyone. But it can only be available once the heart opens and the two work together. Are you understanding this? It is so important to understand how beautiful and how powerful you are. Stop this negative talk, because what you project out, you will get back. Stop thinking of yourself as limited, because what you put out, you will get back. You will attract that from your energy field. Know this. The things that I'm teaching, they're not that difficult. People want to make it that difficult. It's not that difficult. But we make things that are easy, we want to make them complicated. So we run around the bush to get to the bush. Or we know the straight line, but then we sabotage. Because God forbid we should feel good about ourselves. That is a no-no. Remember? You've been taught, no. Don't feel good about yourself. You're a sinner. Yes. You were born with original sin. It's called karma, of course. But not a sin. Nothing that you will be punished for. It's just that you have to experience what you project. Not punishment. So be aware that you must be very strong and start activating who you really are. Your personality is something that you have defined. The person you are is actually what you have defined. Not what society has defined, but what you took in from society and made yourself to be. And that person can change. That person can absolutely change. We are not what we have been told. You have to come back to the source. not to people's interpretation. Come back to the source. We are wired from the beginning to self-regulate. You don't need anyone else. You need to go inside. We are wired to self-regulate. No other being on this planet can self-regulate. And you didn't come from the apes either. There is no mutation. Okay? Because if you did, you wouldn't be able to self-regulate, because we're the only ones. Where did we come from? I have no idea. But it certainly wasn't as evolving from the apes. Okay? We are special beings created by our Creator to manifest creativity, to manifest creation. That is who you really are. Now it's up to you. Do you want to have that power, or do you want to abuse your power and control others? Because that is also a power that you can have. I rather see you as a radiant being, because that's how I look at all of you. You are a radiant being. Each one is a different flower. Each one is beautiful. Okay? Yes. Now, know this. 2020 is here. Time is speeding up, if you haven't noticed. It is time. This is not something I would have taught 30 years ago. This is not something I was taught 30 years ago. More than 50 years ago. When I started my journey, 50 years ago, exactly. Okay. 1969. 68. More than 50. Oh, go. It is now, time is to the point where, and this is why I take up these topics, where everyone can self-regulate into ascension. Now, I said self-regulate. Nobody can do it for you. You cannot give your power over to somebody and expect them to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And you have to have the courage, the divine courage. Once you ask for that courage and you activate that courage within you, you can do it. And it is possible within this lifetime. It is possible because we have been given this dispensation at this particular time. And you all came here because this is the time to do it. Yes. Just do it.
I thought we just did it.
We have been given more and more. Our Mother, Father, God, the Creator, where, unquote, the Supreme Creator, via the river of love, life, our Mother, Father, God, is sending forth diamond ray, diamond flame, which consists of the fundamental subatomic particles known as adamantine particles throughout all manifested creation. And this stream of cosmic consciousness, the elixir of life, the diamond core essence, the crescent, the energy, are all descriptive terms for these subatomic particles, or ki, or energy, vital force. Okay? This has been sent in more abundance so that you, as individuals, can choose who you are, and don't allow someone else to choose you. Don't you all want to be individuals? Don't you want to all be who you really are? Don't you want to be your own self? People come to me, what is my purpose in life? How do I know? Go find it. Go explore it. Be who you really are. Don't be afraid. Don't look for someone else. Find it inside of you, in the core of your being. What is the core of your being? Your heart is the core of your being. Get rid of all the junk you have put around that heart. Yes, it has been hurt. Yes. So what? My knee hurts and I'm still using it. My heart has been hurt, I still can use it.
Yes.
I don't have to close it up. If I close any part of me that has been hurt, I cannot function. We're not functioning properly because we have closed half of our heart. It's not open. We're afraid it's going to get hurt. That's like saying when I put my foot forward, I'm afraid I'm going to step on something. Just be careful, but open it. Why not open it? Yes, it will get hurt. This is a world of duality. There's no question about it. But also, the beauty will also be there. The hurt will be there, but the beauty will also be there. And that is the most important thing. Your energy, your being, your individuality, your beauty will finally shine through. But it can only shine through if you move the two elements together. That is where your power is. And that's why people have stolen that part. This is why you've been taught not to use the heart. This is why you've been taught all these things. Society puts you that way. No, be rebels. Be rebels. Don't allow people to tell you who you are. You got that?
Yes.
So now the question will be, who are you? Answer it within you. You don't know? Go find it. Because every person has come to this planet for a purpose. Every person. And that's who you are. Because every person has come to experience the divine within this lifetime and to serve humanity. That's the only way you're going to experience the divine, because that's what the divine does. It serves us. Father Son never says, I'm not here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So once you explore this beautiful, magnificent being that you really are, you will also feel wonderful.
Yes.
You will also feel happy. You will also feel gratitude. And if you don't know how to get there, there is one way that is absolutely foolproof. And I just mentioned that word, gratitude.
Yes. So true.
It is foolproof. There is no question about it. But what will happen, I'll tell you to go sit every morning and write 9 items when you wake up that you are gratitude for, right? Yes. And you'll do it for 3 days and then you'll go. So you self-sabotage yourself. When I can guarantee you, if you did it, you would change.
Yes.
But no, after a week maybe, when you're really strong, and that's the problem. Because you don't believe that you are worthy. You don't believe that you have this wonderful individual within you. You don't believe the beauty that you are. And you don't believe the great help that you have from the other side of the veil. Because you're not here by yourself. You have so much help from the other side of the veil. When you say prayers, when you ask for guidance, all of those things are available to you. But you know, you're not taught this. Go find yourself. Go find who you are. It is the most wondrous exploration in your life. People climb Mount Everest to be explorers. I want you to climb inside of yourself and be the greatest explorers that you can ever be.
Yes.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you understand this beauty that you have within you? Do you understand the power you have within you? Use it. And just do it. That's my saying constantly, right? Understand, under the universal law of cause and effect, every thought, every intention, every deed is stored within your auric field. Your aura is what surrounds you, okay? And your chakra system. And you radiate that vibrational patterns surrounding you, which go forth from you in an infinity pattern and return to you like frequencies. I said to you, every thought, every intention, every deed. So the most important thing after your gratitude list is controlling the mind. Yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. That is what yoga means. Because every thought, every intention creates an auric field around you. And maybe the thoughts are not even yours. They're running around. You don't even know what you're thinking. If I stop you and say to you, what are you thinking? You go, huh? And whatever your subconscious mind is creating in your thought here is going out there and taking it back in. Lovely. Don't you want to be in control?
Yes.
Don't you want to find who you really are? Yes. You have to watch the thoughts. This is work. But more work is being not who you are. More work is living in the confinement because you're in a jail. You can see yourself in a cage. Society has put you in a cage. Fly. Got to control your thoughts. But start with the 9 reasons to be grateful for every single morning. And I can guarantee you, your thoughts will change. And you will have more power to do the other things. Because you have to have the first step. And that's the first step. And then once you step up a little bit more, then that's the next step will come. And these things will come to you automatically. Because when you start, then you start doing your prayers. Help me. Go to your guardian angels, your guides, whatever. Go ask them to help you. Don't ask somebody out there that doesn't want your help, that doesn't want to see you bloom.
True.
That might be jealous of your blooming. No. Go find the heart center within you. Go find that beautiful individual that you are, the powerful individual that you are. And understand where you are coming from. And at the end of the day, I will give you a couple more things to do. At the end of the day, in order not to have this action and reaction, the law of karma, in order to get rid of the law of karma, at the end of the day, say an affirmation before you go to sleep. And here is the affirmation. I call upon the mighty law of forgiveness to transmute, balance, and harmonize any discordant energy that I have projected today that is not of love light.
Again, please.
I call upon the mighty law of forgiveness to transmute, balance, and harmonize any discordant energy that I have projected today that is not of love light. And then you remove the karmic debt that you might have had. Because we can't be perfect all day long. We're going to say things that are not so nice. We are going to have thoughts that are not so nice about somebody that just cut us off. We're humans. But this will negate that. Not major sins, but minor ones. And why do we need to experience the negative effects of minor thoughts when we can do this? So you have two things to do. In the morning, you get up, you write your gratitude list. In the evening, you say this. And after a month, you come back and tell me that you haven't changed, because I can guarantee it. But what's going to happen is you're going to go 2-3 days, and then you're going to go, maybe. Or I'll do it in my head. Nah. This is the problem. You see, we are under a universal law. And don't worry that you will get too much power. Because your divine self and your guardian angel is looking out for you. Yes. And if you get too big for your britches, they'll knock you back down. So, I would like you to share the joy, the beauty of who you really are. But before you share the beauty of who you really are, you have to do one thing before it becomes effective. And that is, you must place value on it. And you must place value on everyone, no matter how good or bad they are. You must place value on everything that you do. You must place value on yourself. You must place value on others. Because or not just people, on everything that is on this planet has value. Everything has a purpose, and you must give it the proper value. You must respect that proper value. Doesn't mean you like certain things. No, I'm not talking about that. But you have to give value. And the shadow sides need to be there for us to see the good. Okay? Shadow sides are neither. And you always have the ability to draw upon your divine self. Always. All you have to do is ask. How many of you ask every day to go, my divine self, please help, come along with me?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's more like foxhole prayers.
Isn't it there anyway? Regardless of
Every day, endeavor to make the highest choices. Stay in the moment. Because if you're not staying in the moment, it's very easy. If you're doing something, it's very easy. I do it all the time. I'm doing arty and my mind is going somewhere else. And I'm not walking around the way I'm supposed to. Happens. The mind goes, whoop. You don't even know where it's going. Stay in the moment, because it's the moment that you can create. That's the most important thing. Stay in the moment. That is where you have access to your God power. But it has to come through the heart. And staying in the moment is meditation. You're all trying to meditate like this. Stay in the moment right now. Stay in the moment and listen to this. But don't compare it to what you had heard before. Don't say, I have to remember it for the future. Stay in the moment and it will be there. Yeah, that's meditation. Keep your mind in an alpha state. That is meditation. Stay in the moment. And if you're a surgeon, you better be in the moment. You can't be thinking of something else. Well, you are a surgeon for your own self. Who are you is the question. Who are you? Ask yourself, who am I? I am a self-regulating individual with divine power, and I can achieve what my mind sets to do if I do a little bit of work.
Really have to put emotion behind the affirmation. You know, my mom used to say, I think she, God bless you, I think she got it from Eric Butterworth. She said, thinking selects, feeling motivates, and prayer delivers. Mm-hmm. I love that too.
Prayer delivers because prayer comes from the heart.
Mokshapriya. So when I'm teaching a class to my home health aides, and all of a sudden I'm in the moment and I'm telling them a story and everything is cohesive, why is it so frightening to be in that moment? Why is it a little scary?
The success is scary.
Why does it get
You
frightening?
don't deserve it. That's why, because that heart, you think that I don't deserve. Who am I to do this? What am I doing here? I'm nobody. You know, that's why you bring that feeling, and then you take your own success away.
That's why you need the value.
Value yourself, yeah.
So all I'm going to leave you with, you are not what you have been told. That's a toughie, isn't it? You are not what you have been told. You are wired to self-regulate, to create. A puppy will be a puppy that loves all the time. The puppy cannot self-regulate. We can change. We can self-regulate. Okay? We are different. We are humans. We are made in the divine. You are made from Mother, Father, God, Mother, Father, and the prodigal Son.
Are you the master electrician? You're rewiring this all?
Yeah. So what do you have within you? That's what you have within you. The Mother, Father, God. That is what is residing within you.
Why is it so frightening?
Because you believe you're somebody else. Okay? And your world is the world that you have created. So if you don't like it, recreate.
Well, when I started to come out in yoga, thanks to you, I started to cross my fingers behind my back and act as if I was that person I wanted to be. And I said, I deserve a raise, you know. I just come out with it, but give me a little confidence, but just do it, you know. Make it a reality by doing it, and then you keep feeling, I did it again, I can do this.
All right? Any questions? Oh, good, you're thinking.
When are we going to have dance class?
Dancing.
Yeah, I remember one time